Okay, yeah, about crossover. In this part, yeah, we will take a partial uh, or allele sequence fragment from DNA genome to be incorporated into the offspring. Yeah, uh, we will combining the we will combine the part of the DNA of our chromosome parents, yeah, with other chromosome parents, to be cross offsprings, yeah. So in the crossover operator, yeah, we can see the illustration, the figure that illustrate uh, the process. Yeah, you see, you can see this is the parts of the DNA. This is the DNA genome or the chromosome of A. Yeah, and then this is B. Yeah, yeah, and then we can combine. Yeah, both. Yeah, component. Yeah, parts. Yeah, part of component. Partial component of the both chromosome parents. Yeah. Yeah, so also like this, we can see it is a part of those chromosome, yeah, two chromosomes, yeah, also this and this. And actually in the GA, there are many methods that can be uh, applied to the crossover operation, yeah. Each method has specific characteristic, yeah, and maybe only be used on certain types of representation. So it means the different representation chromosome or type encoding, maybe we will choose the certain uh, crossover method. Yeah, for example, for permutation representation or permutation encoding, yeah, we only apply the permutation crossover. Yeah, we cannot use the permutation method of binary representation into permutation representation chromosome. Yeah. Okay, we will discuss what are there. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Crossover method based on the chromosome representation or based on the encoding method. Yeah. For example, in the crossover for binary, for integer or for real, and permutation, maybe they have different methods. Yeah. And for crossover e-path relinking, for multi-parent is not considered about the representation method. Yeah, it just was about the how many parent that involved in the process. Yeah. Okay. First, about the binary representation. Yeah, we have three types basic methods. Yeah, the first one is one point crossover. The second one is multi-point crossover, and the last one is uniform crossover. Okay, in one point crossover, what we do first, we define, yeah, the crossover point. One crossover point, yeah, one crossover all point just defined by a number, yeah, that in interval 1 until the chromosome size. For example, here, what is the chromosome size of this chromosome? The chromosome size is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this parent, yeah, the chromosome of parents here, the first parent is X. So the crossover point here must be 1, 2, 3, or 7, yeah, cannot 8. If 8, it mean all will be copied into the offspring chromosome, yeah. So the first step is define or choose the 1-point crossover, yeah. And then the second step is we copy the gene of the chromosome parent 1, yeah, from allele from locus 1 until the crossover point, yeah. For example, here the crossover point is 2, yeah. Okay, the crossover point is 2. So the second step is we copy the gene of the chromosome parents 1, yeah, from locus 1 until 2. So we copy it here, 1 and 0. And then the rest is copied by or from the chromosome parent 2 or second chromosome parent, yeah. Start from locus crossover point +1 until the end, yeah. So we copy it here, 1 0 1 1 1 1 0 1 0 1 1 1 0. Also for offspring, seconds of springs, yeah, seconds of spring, the locus 1 and the locus 2, yeah, the position 1 and position 2, it's copied by from the parents 2, yeah, or second parent, yeah, and the rest is comes from the first parent, yeah. Okay, this is 1-point crossover. Okay, if you have any question, you can ask or write in chat, live chat, yeah, chat, Gmail chat here, chat here. Okay, the second method is multi-point crossover, yeah. The process is similar to the 1-point crossover. In the multi-point crossover, we define 2-point crossover, yeah, instead of only 1, yeah. We define 2, the first one and the second one. Also same, yeah. The first and the second point crossover must be more than 1, more than equal 1, and less than chromosome size, yeah. But in the for chromosome, for point crossover, second point crossover must be more than first point crossover, yeah, to ensure, to guarantee that the crossover point is or in proper order, yeah. So for example, here you can see we choose the first point crossover, first crossover point is 2, yeah, here is 2, and then the second crossover point is 5, yeah. You can see 5 is more than 2, yeah. Okay, after that, the second step, we copy, yeah, the gene of first offspring, yeah, in locus 1 until locus crossover point 1, and then we also copied the gene of first parent, yeah, in locus start from the crossover point 2 plus 1 until the end, yeah. So you can see here 1 0 here comes from first parent, yeah. Also in 1 0 1 here comes from first parent. So how about the rest? Yeah, here it comes from the second parent. Yeah, also for second offspring. Okay. Oh, but if we want to choose not only 2 crossover point, yeah, it can be, yeah, in the multi-point crossover we can choose we can use more than 1 crossover point 2 and so on. Yeah, but make sure that the crossover point not more than chromosome size. Yeah. For example, the second example here, we want 3 crossover point. It's okay, yeah. The first crossover point is 1. The second one is 4, and the last one is 7. So it's okay because it's not more than 7. Yeah, it's no more than 7. Yeah. So how to generate offspring 1 and offspring 2? Same with the, or similar to the 2-point or 1-point crossover. Yeah, the the point here, yeah, you must make sure that the path is not in the same place. Yeah, for example here, yeah, this is from first parent, and then this is from second parent, first parent, second parent, first parent. So this is the concept of crossover. Yeah, we combine. Yeah. Okay, the last one about the uniform crossover. In the uniform crossover, we define the pattern. Yeah, pattern to combine. Yeah, pattern here consists of 0 and 1 value. Yeah, 0 is mean we combine. Sorry, 0 is mean we copy the chain from first parent, and 1 is mean from the second parent. Yeah, it is for first offspring, but for second offspring, 0 is mean comes from second parent, 1 is mean from first parent. Yeah. Okay, for example here, this is the chromosome parent 1, this is for chromosome parent 2. Okay, the pattern is 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0 here. So it means we copy the gene 1, yeah, gene locus 1 from chromosome parent 1 into gene locus 1 of offspring 1. Yeah. And 1 here, it means it comes from second parent. 0, 0, it means comes from first parent. 1 comes from second parent, and so on. Okay. They about the crossover for binary representation. Okay, next for integer representation. Yeah, we have same with the binary representation. We have 1 point, multi-point, and uniform crossover. Yeah, the process is similar to the from the binary representation. Yeah, for first 1 point crossover, we define or we choose 1 crossover point, and for multi-point, we choose the crossover points, and for uniform crossover, we make the pattern first. Yeah, and then we copy it based on the crossover point. Yeah. For example, here 1, 5, 2, 7, 6, 9, 8, 2. Yeah, and the crossover point in is 2. So we copied 1 and 2, 1 and 5 here into offspring 1, and the rest is comes from second parent. Also in the multi-point crossover here, for example, here we have we choose 2 crossover point. Yeah, so you can see the gene of locus 3, 4, and 8 is comes from second parent 1, 8, 9, 1, 8, 9. Also in uniform crossover, the pattern is 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1. Yeah, so it's mean 0 here. It mean offspring 1, locus 1 is comes from first parent. Yeah. Offspring 2, the first locus is come from second parent, and so on. Okay, how about for real representation? Yeah. We can apply the three methods in integer and binary representation, one point, multi-point, and uniform crossover, yeah, into real representation, yeah. But from there, yeah, we only achieve the variation of the chromosome is not really peaks, yeah. It means the variation between the chromosome from first generation and the second and so on is not really represent the variation in real number, yeah. So on the representation of integer, maybe there is a little variation in the value for each king, yeah. So in real representation, yeah, is not enough, yeah, because the variation of real representation, chromosome in real representation is very much, yeah. So the three methods here is not enough to generate more variation, yeah. So in real representation, we can done in two ways, yeah, discrete and intermediate, yeah. For discrete crossover, yeah, discrete crossover, yeah, which gene in offspring Z, yeah, derived from one parent, yeah, X or Y, with equal probability, yeah. So it means it is same with the multi-point crossover and uniform crossover. Yeah, multi-point crossover and uniform crossover. Yeah, same. Yeah, so we can just we just copied the value of the gene, yeah, of the parents, yeah. But in intermediate, yeah, we use, yeah, the idea about the between from both parent, yeah. It's like arithmetic crossover. We can call it as arithmetic crossover. Whether the each gene in children Z1 and Z2, yeah, G1 and G2 are obtained by the formula. The gene children Y in locus I, yeah, it comes from alpha times gene parent 2, yeah, this is parent 2, not the square, yeah. Parent 2 from locus I plus 1 minus alpha times parents 1 in locus I, yeah. Also from gene in offspring or children 2. Okay, and the alpha value, yeah, starts from 0 until 1. Yeah. The alpha can be constant. It means for all crossover, we only have one alpha, but we also can be do randomly in any time. So it means for each crossover can be different. Actually, we have three types of arithmetic crossover. The first one is single, the second one is simple, and the last one is whole. Yeah, single arithmetic crossover here. Yeah, example, we have we can same like a 1-point crossover, but only one gene that comes from combining two value of chromosome. Yeah. For example, here we have two parent chromosome X1 until Xn, and here the second parent Y1 until Yn. Yeah. And here is the chromosome size. Yeah. Okay, and then we select one gene randomly. For example, K. Yeah, K must be from 1 until N. Yeah, from 1 until N. Yeah, and here is chromosome size. Yeah, and then the first offsprings. Yeah, consists of for locus 1 until locus K minus 1. Yeah, it comes from the offspring. Oh, sorry, it comes from first parents. Yeah, and also in locus K plus 1 until N is come from the first parent. Yeah. Now here the combination of two parents. Yeah, in locus K. Yeah, is come from parent Y and parent X. Yeah. Also for second offspring. Yeah. In the locus 1 until locus K minus 1 is come from second parent. Also in the locus K plus 1 until N is come from second parent. Only the locus K is come from combination between two gene. Yeah, first parent and second parent. Okay, here the example. You can see here, for example, the alpha is 0.7. Alpha is 0.7. Okay, yeah. And then, yeah, you can see 0.7 is okay because it's not more than 1 and not less than 0. Yeah. Okay, and then we choose, for example, here, K equal to which locus? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. So the locus 5 will be comes from post gene. Yeah, chromosome parent 1 and chromosome parent 2. Okay, how to do? Yeah, we okay, G1, yeah, locus 5 equal to alpha times X, yeah. Oh, sorry, YK, yeah. Y 5, yeah, plus plus 1 minus alpha, 1 minus alpha times X, yeah, X5. X5. So 6 equal to the alpha is 0.7 times Y5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0.4 plus 1 minus 0.7 times 0.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ya, 0.8, ya. So this is equal to 0.2x plus 0.3 times 0x 0.24. Yeah. So it's mean equal to 0.52. Yeah. Yeah. This is for offspring 1 in locus 5. You can see here 0.52. Yeah. How about for second offspring? Yeah. We do the same way. Yeah. We do the same way for the second offspring. But here from X, yeah. From X and here from Y. Yeah. 0.7 times 0.8, 1 minus 0.7 times 0.4. So it's mean here 0.56, yeah, plus 0.2, 0.12, yeah. So it's mean 0.68. Sorry, yeah, 68, yeah. Okay, this is the results. Yeah, you can see here. Yeah, the rest is come from the parents. Yeah, come from the parents. This is from parents 1, and this is from parent 2, second parent. Okay, give us single arithmetic crossover.